Can you explain what the Olympic Village is? Like, is it just like a massive group of athletes from all around the world in one area, and you're eating in the same places? What is it? What's the Olympic Village?
It's like a small Sims, I guess.
Yes.
You're all placed into this big apartment complex, and every country has their own apartments. And I think there's some weird thing that you have to bid to get closest to the dining hall, because it's a long walk. If you are on the other side of the village trying to get to the dining hall, it's like a 3K round trip. So Aussie was always lucky that we were pretty close to everything. But, you know, you have 8 people in one apartment. You're sharing a room with 2 or 3 people. The food hall is just a free-for-all. There's tables, food, Maccas, everything that you could want. There's vending machines full of Coke and Sprite and Powerade, and it's a dream. Like, you just walk in there and you never want to leave. That's what they call, obviously for athletic reasons as well, but they call it the post-Olympic depression, because for a month of your life, everything is on a silver platter.
Right.
And there's so much fun and there's so much access to all these different experiences and opportunities when you're at an Olympic Games, that when you come out of there and you just go back to normal life, it's like this come down that you experience that's just like, what do I do now?
Is there decent status as a swimming group that you're the first week? And, and again, like, I'm a massive Olympic Games nuffy. So, like, I've just watched forever, and I used to run. So I always used to think, geez, you must be pissed off racing like day 13 of the Olympics while all the swimmers are clowning around because they don't have any. Like, are you guys just like, is it a part? Like, is there parties? Like, is it something like once swimming finishes first week, athletes are just sitting around for that first week going, well, they're having their waters and stuff. Do swimmers then turn into party mode?
We are the most loved team in that first week. We come back from swimming and everyone's like, you guys are the best. In that second week, they're like, get out.
Get out to the beach.
And it changed. It wouldn't have changed. 2012 was a free-for-all. Like, that second week, we were coming back at all times of the morning. There was no curfew because London was quite safe. In Rio, it was a little bit different, being a little bit more dangerous. We had curfews and we had to check in and all those sorts of things. So, we were the most hated team in that second week because some sports didn't even start until the second week.
Yeah.
But they wouldn't move into the village until that second week.
Right. So there's copping, you're having the best time of your lives.
Yeah.
Your competition's done, thing you've built up for 4 years.
Yeah.
You're either won or you've lost, whatever it is, but it's happened.
Yeah.
And they're like, I can't wait for my race in 3 days' time.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up, please.
But we had the best time because obviously we finish and then we just get to go support every other sport. We get tickets to whatever we want and we just get to immerse ourselves in the whole Olympic experience, which we miss the opening ceremony every single competition because we are on the first day or the first week. So we do miss out on some things, but swimmers are very lucky that everything's in that first week and we just have the best time in that second one.
And in the village, like you said, there's McDonald's. Are you like paying for that stuff? So what happens? You just go to a counter at McDonald's, you go, I want this, and then they hand it to you, walk out.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
And the vending machines, you just walk up, push a button, it comes out.
And it's 24 hours.
We need to get fistball in the Olympics.
Yeah, absolutely.
We're running a stateside for fistball. It's an international sport. It hasn't quite made the Olympics yet, but I'm trying to compete for Australia. That
Isn't E-Games in the Olympics?
Yeah.
That
could be you.
Yeah, I could
anything goes. And baseball's back, so.
Well, can't play baseball, so we're hoping to teach ourselves how to do other sports. There'd be some big dogs rolling around in the Olympic villages. Like, people that spring to mind are like the dream team.
Yeah.
Is that just like, hey, what's up? Hey, like, hey, LeBron. Hey,
so
Kobe. What's going on?
They don't actually stay in the village. So they stay out of the village. They're too big to be in the village. They would get hounded. They'd never sleep. People would be stalking them, all those sorts of things. Right. So they stay out of the village. They do come in to visit, and we were actually really lucky in the 2012 Games. Our staging camp was in Manchester, and they were staying at the same hotel as us. So our dining rooms are next to each other, just passing them in the hallway, getting in the lift with them.
Classic.
Just mind blown.
And what's like, is that those people? Like LeBron, Kobe?
Yep.
Who else is in there? Like what?
CP3, 2016 was Kevin Durant and Klay Thompson.
Great.
Like all the guys that.
Massive.
Men
It was a very good team.
Men.
It wasn't.
Melt-
they,
yeah.
they didn't send like their
They didn't
second
send
squad
the B
like
team.
the World
No.
Cup. This has gone.
The 2012 and 2016 was amazing, but
That's unique. Like you're talking about, like it's no big deal. Like it's unique that you're rolling around.
well, this is what I say to people is that, you know, we see our idols on TV and we idolize them and put them on a pedestal, but when you actually meet them and shake their hand, get a photo, have a conversation, like they're the most normal human beings. And I think that is a big misconception and where people go wrong in treating athletes like they're invincible and that they should be put on a pedestal and held to different standards than everyone else. But when it comes down to it, we're all human. And we're seeing that in the media with the whole mental health side of things, is that we are seeing our athletes struggle now. We are seeing them come out and speak about it. So for me, meeting these incredible humans, you know, you've got Kevin Love, I think it is, has a charity. He's got a mental health charity and he's educating kids and creating curriculums for them to better themselves. So they've used their struggles and they've used their status to create something really beautiful instead of just resting on being like, I'm the best in the world, nothing can touch me, and then just retiring and living on a boat somewhere. So it's really humbling, and I love those experiences. I always tell them in a classroom, I'm like, I've met Kobe Bryant. He sat on my couch with a cheeseburger. And people lose their mind. But it's crazy because they all started somewhere and they're all just ridiculously good at what they do, but it definitely doesn't make them any less human.
That was just a little teaser of our full episode. They're out Wednesdays on YouTube, and you can listen to them wherever you get your podcast. Go on, get out of here.